Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to Sehanis. Today, Group 3 will present our project which is Student Result Management System. Before that, I will introduce this member of Group 3 which is consists of myself, NURUL binti KHAIRUDDIN, MASIDAH binti SINTO, NORDINI Emily binti MOHD, SITI AISHAH Muhammad ROZALI, IFFAH AMALIA binti HISHAM, and ATIQAH SALIHAH binti SALIMI. Without wasting any time, I will pass the presentation to IFFAH AMALIA for the next presentation. Thank you.
For problem statement, students frequently have issue with result management, particularly when UTHM has a significant number of IT students. As a result, certain important issues have been recognized, and this student result management system is an online platform has been designed to assist in the resolution of those issues. The biggest issue with result management is that UTHM students have problems storing personal data. It is ineffective to store and update personal information to be utilized as data for lecturer and student who must manually check their examination result. Furthermore, the problem of communication between student and lecturer on examination result is limited because due to the huge number of students, it would take a long time. Finally, lecturer will run into difficulties if they need to update or save a student's result. Next, I will pass this presentation to the next presenter. Thank you.
Thank you, IFFAH. I am NORDINI and I will present the objective and the significance of this project. So without wasting our time, let's begin with the objectives of this student result management system. So there are three objectives in this project, which are to effectively organize student information details, to display student examination result on an online platform, and the last one is to minimize the chance of giving inaccurate grades. Next, significance of this project. So, significance of this project, IT students at University Tun Hussein on Malaysia can utilize and access student result management system. Furthermore, the relevance of the system on the client side, it can make it easier for students to check their test or exam result on the web platform immediately and simply. In addition, students could also use this system to view their previous test or exam results. On the server side, lecturer can access this system and add test grades, student names, subjects, and other information without having to access the system physically in the paper. If there are any issues in the assigning student marks, the feature in the system might make it easier for lecturer to alter student grades. That's all for me. I will pass to MASIDAH to present the input and output of this project.
Thank you, Nordini. I will continue present about identify input and output of the system for the server side and client side. The input on the prospective server side, the lecturer must first enter his or her lecture ID and password on the login page. Furthermore, the lecturer must click the Add option to enter new student information. Next, the lecturer can edit the student information if their detail is wrong. The lecturer also can access certain student information by typing the student name. They also can enter the student grade into the student result management system database. So the output on the server side is the lecturer can view the exam, class, student name, grade by action. Next, we'll describe the input and output on the client side. First, the student must check in with his or her matric number and password on the login page before proceeding to the main page of the system. The output for the client side is the result page will reveal the student course performance detail through the semester when the student has selected the session and semester. The student can use the update button to make changes to their personal information as the input of the client side. That's all from me. I will pass the presentation to ATIQAH SALIHAH.
Okay, hi, my name is ATIQAH SALIHAH. Okay, identification, student result management system service, educational institution in a very concentration data management and accessibility. Lecturer will be able to enter, retain, and retrieve student data with greater ease. Furthermore, student result management system boosts student overall performance. In order to obtain good scores, student must be focused. Student may utilize their valuable time for things like learning instead of keeping track of their records to keep things in order with this result management program. Furthermore, with the help of this program, districts of the record due to manual management is completely eliminated. Next, boosting staff comfort at work work is another aspect that staff performance and certification that has been successfully implemented by student result management system. Okay, I will pass this slide to system.
Thank you, Atika. I will be continuing this presentation by explaining the system design for the FD level 0. This is the FD level 0 for student result management system. For the student external entities, student can access their student information and grade for each course they have taken. While external entity of lecturer can have an access to the list of student and class, and also can insert the student result into the student result management system. Next. This is the FD level 1 for student result management system. The process of managing student information allows student external entity to update their information. This process also can display information about student. Next, the control result management process allow student external entity to view their result. The class management process allow the lecturer external entity to update the class list. The lecturer will receive a class list from this process. This process, which is manage student information, will help lecturer to add student information into the system, and this process will display student information back to the lecturer. For control result management, lecturer can add student result into the system by using this process. This process also will display student result to the lecturer. Next. For this DFD level 2, each of the process have to go through its own database before proceeding to the process. That's all from me. This presentation will be continued by NURUL KHAIRISHA AFZA.
Okay, thank you Siti Aisyah. And this is the entity relationship diagram of student result management system. The system is managed by a lecturer with a single point authentication to access the system. They will have their username, inserting student information, updating class list, and adding student result. By the student is managed by the lecturer, and the data consists of matrix no, student name, address, status ID, date birth, and email. Student have a result information that consists of ID, exam, added by, class, grade, status, and student name. Furthermore, student also have a class, and data can consist of subject, status, ID, class, and course code. I think that's all for ERG, and next I will pass the presentation to Noor IFFAH AMALIA to do a demo. Thank you. Dah habis.
Weh,
Speaker dah boleh
KHAIRISHA. Yang ni video ni. Hello, I'm IFFAH. I will show demo how to use student result system management, which is our system. So first we need to choose login, and we as a lecturer need to choose lecturer login. Lecturer need to fill matrix number and password. And then need to click login. Then this screen will appear, which is class. In class we have ID, course code, subject, status, and action. Lecturer can edit and delete class if they need, and can add class. If lecturer edit class, they can edit course code, subject, and status, and click save. And if they want to delete, okay, the class will delete, and the class will not appear. So if lecturer want to add new class, they need to fill course code, subject, and status. And click add. So the new class added on the table. For student list, we have ID, matrix number, student name, phone number, address, email, date of birth, gender, status, and action. And lecturer can edit and delete. If lecturer want to edit student, they can edit like this and click save. And lecturer also can delete the student list, and if lecturer want to add student, they can fill this and click add, and new student will edit in the table. For result, we have ID, exam, class, student name, grade, added by, status, and action. Lecturer also can edit and delete, and also can add result. So if lecturer want to edit result, They can edit exam, class, student name and so on, and click save, and can delete also. If lecturer want to add result, they can fill exam, class, student name and so on, and click add. And that's all for lecturer section. So we move on to student section. So this is for student. If student want to see the result, student need to fill matrix number and their password also, and click login. Let's say the matrix number is AA201010 and the password is IFFAH. So the student can click login to the next screen, and this screen will appear after student click the login button. And this screen have two, result and profile. Student can see result and profile, and if they want to see the result, they can choose year and semester, and this table will appear. This table has course code, course name, section and credit. For result, student just can view only. They cannot to change or update any data in here. So for the profile, if student click profile, this table will appear. This table have matrix number, student name, phone number, address, email, date of birth, gender, status and action. Student can edit, and if they click edit, they can edit matrix number, student name and so on, and click update or save. Or if they cannot to change, to edit anything, they can click back and that's it.